So this is my video where I get to tell you guys how much I hate Donald Trump. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't make that video. Reality is we live in a time where hateful words have essentially gone rampant, where we can tell people that we don't like them or their opinions, and no one really cares that much. Like it or not, if you voted for Hillary Clinton, you had to tell yourself that all the things that she's done in her political career that are negative and immoral and unethical are okay. And definitely if you voted for Donald Trump, you had all these things that you had to justify in your mind that he stood for and supported and voiced. So my question is that when we live in this society that kind of breeds this hateful rhetoric towards one another, where does it end? When are we going to realize that being mean to someone isn't actually the way to success in this world? All religions across the world, they teach us this one basic principle. How you treat people is how you change lives. So the idea that treating people with respect and kindness is the way to be successful in life. And success meaning happiness, joy, peace, love, those things. But many religious people will tell you that you can love someone but hate what they're doing. And I'm here to tell you that that's completely false. Because love and hate do not exist in the same place. They can't coexist with one another. Love is the thing that's beautiful and it's kind and it's awesome and it's peaceful. Hate is something that's divisive and staggering and terrible and mean and hateful, obviously. This is a video encouraging you to take time to decide who you really love. Not who you currently love, but who you can love by expanding your love. Because in this day and age, when hate rhetoric and hate speech is so common in America, it's not about who you are showing love to, but it's about who you aren't showing love to. The reason we don't understand one another politically is because we don't feel loved by one another. Because we see someone as opposite of us, and we see someone as defending a side that is against what we believe. This weekend was a tough weekend for many of us. But take it from me, I spent the entire weekend basically arguing with people about how I thought that their political opinions were different than mine and very much wrong. But then I realized the only things I was taking from the weekend were the negative things. And I wasn't allowing myself to look at the events and what actually happened and say to yourself, what can you take away positive from this? But then I came to a realization that whether it was the protests and riots on Friday, the marches on Saturday, or the inauguration speech of Donald Trump, they all three were saying one thing very clear. America is made up of a group that comes together and that loves and trusts one another. And that when we start to spend time hating people, we're starting to now divide, not only in our country, but in our personal, individual relationships with one another. So my challenge to you is, who are you going to love that you haven't been loving? I'm not talking about the grandma you haven't called in a few months, or that distant aunt that has a disagreement with you, you know who you are. But the fact that you already love those people and you care about them. But there are people in your life that you have complete battle and conflict with, that you don't see eye to eye on anything. And it's now more than ever that we need to be showing love to people that we typically wouldn't show love to. I'm talking about someone that's a different race from you, a different religion from you, a different socioeconomic status than you, a different type of student than you, a different type of person than you, with a different type of belief system than you. Because I'll tell you, the one thing that you guys have in common is your ability to love one another. The beautiful thing about politics is that the person different than you also believes something passionately is going to make our country a better place. But it's time to turn these dreams into reality. But dreams can never become a reality if you don't wake up and tell someone you care about them.